5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
There's no such thing as logic anymore.
Why do you ask me?
So I can get some answers.
Man, at last, has succeeded in penetrating further and further into the unknown vastness.
Yeah, doggy. Welcome to another episode of the BIG CITRIC podcast, and today's guest is my very, very special friend, Luenell, the original bad girl of comedy.
Orderly.
Yeah, doggy. How you doing, Luenell?
I'm good, baby. You know, for those listeners out there, if you don't recognize my sultry, deep voice, if you were fans of George Lopez show, I played my boy Citric's girlfriend, naughty teacher.
Yeah. Man, to this day, people still hit me, hey, were you Luenell really an item?
Did they?
I swear. People,
that's great.
People thought we were really an item, and I go, well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, right. Like forever, probably.
But you know what? I am kind of hurt because, lately I heard that, that you've been a really big fan of Bruno Mars, and you got the hots for him. And
see, this is what's wrong with messing with these Latinos. They're muy celoso or whatever that is, right? You're very jealous.
I'm feeling kind of hurt.
There's enough for me to go around, number one. And number two, he can't compare to you, baby. He's just a toy. He's just a plaything.
He's a boy toy?
He's a boy toy.
Yeah.
You're my man, Poppy.
That's right. Yeah, Manolo got the whole package.
Okay, baby. Sure enough do.
Yes.
So anyway, what's going on over here?
It's just, happy to have you here on the show. I know you're really busy, and I want to thank you for taking the time to come out here with us and hang out, because I know you got a lot of things going on. Mm-hmm. So let's start off right now. I know you just got your residency in Vegas, so you want to talk about that?
Of course, every entertainer's dream, I think, after you hit a certain age, is to be able to perform in Vegas. Just to be able to say you did it.
Sin City.
And the SLS Hotel and Casino has welcomed me with open arms and really, doing the whole Vegas billboard thing, they got those electronic billboards down there now. And to see your face melting in and out of the side of a building is a pretty heady thing. I didn't really believe it was true till I got there and really saw the shit,
Yeah.
And I'm like, my daughter, who don't get excited about shit because she's a fucking millennial, she came to Vegas and she was like all on her little, what is that you guys got? Insta story. Mom, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, I made it.
Yeah, when your kids are proud of you, you know you made it.
Yeah, because they don't give a shit. And so that's every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday. You'll always have to check my website, like, they'll put it at the end. I'll say it at the end again, too. But heyluenell.com.
That's right.
Or slslasvegas.com. And check and make sure that I'm going to be there that Sunday. While my residency is supposed to be every Sunday. I had a couple of dates already booked out before we did the Vegas deal, as I was saying. So a couple of Sundays starting off here, I won't be able to be there. I wasn't there this last Sunday because I was attending Oscar parties.
Yeah. How was that?
That was pretty heady shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty heady shit. And I got to say that, I went to like 4 parties that evening.
Yeah.
And just being caught up in the mix, even if you're not really at the Oscars, it's still super fun.
Yeah.
And there's still
talk.
Celebrities that ain't at the Oscars either, that are somewhere,
Everybody's hanging out, having a good time.
Everybody's hanging out. Everybody's dressed and shit. And so, and I started off at the super, super white function, And that was wonderful. I had dinners and cocktails and wine, that. And then I went to the next party, and, by the time every party got a little more lit, and by the time I got to the Remy Martin party, it was on because they had a secret door and another part of the club, and we was drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting. Yeah. So, it was really super fun. I was really glad to be there. For those of you who don't know why I would be at the Oscar anything, it's because I have a little tiny featured cameo in the Oscar-nominated movie A Star Is Born, starring
That's right.
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, give it up for Luenell on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
So how was that? How was your experience on that movie?
Well, I had met Bradley, and by the way, people, just to give you a little backstory, there's a beautiful bowl of popcorn sitting here
it
on
looks
the
delicious.
table, and
It's not props.
no, it's not props because I'm eating it, and you may hear a little crunch every now and then. Please forgive me because the edibles, the munchies is a motherfucker.
Yeah, the edibles ain't no fucking
No,
joke.
there ain't no fucking joke. You gotta eat something before you stab somebody.
Yeah, doggy.
So, Bradley Cooper, myself, and crazy ass Ken Jeong from The Hangover and shit.
Yeah.
We were all together in a Sandra Bullock movie years ago called All About Steve. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that
All
movie,
three
yeah.
of us met on that set. During this experience, the three of us had not been back together since the filming of that movie. Everybody been doing their shit. But we got to see each other. That was great. Bradley and I became friendly, really friendly on the set of that movie, and remained so. And so when he reached back, I didn't have to audition. But when he reached back, and
That's Luenell power.
I was able to get that little role.
that's Luenell power right
That's
there.
the gift that keeps on giving,
Right?
motherfucker. You know what I mean? Thank you, Bradley.
Yeah.
So, it was great. It's great. The lesson to be learned here, what I have found out, because I've done a lot of great movies with little teeny roles. You got to make the most of the little teeny
But
roles.
those are memorable.
Yeah, it's not the size of your part; it's the size of the movie,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
exactly, yeah.
And if you're in there, you're fucking in there.
You're in there like
if you
swimwear.
don't say shit, nothing but stop, thief, your ass is in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
real talk. Yeah, no, that's real talk.
No.
Yeah, so I know you got something coming up with Eddie Murphy also.
Oh my God, yeah.
Let's talk about that. I know that's got to be hilarious.
Well, on top of having my Vegas dream come true, I had met Eddie a couple of times around the way, and I was more friendly with Charlie.
Charlie Murphy, rest in peace. Yeah.
Was my friend. We made movies together and did stuff together and all that. But I'd always seen Eddie around the way, and he'd always been fine with taking pictures together and all that stuff. When he used to have the Congo Room downtown, I used to go there, and he would be there. But I never even thought that there would be an opportunity for us to act together, for me to be on film with him. He was from Saturday Night Live, Club, Beverly Hills. Here we are sitting across the table from each other. Well, anyway, it's a period piece because the movie's called Dolomite. It's called Dolomite Is My Name, and it's the story of Rudy Ray Moore, who's like an urban,
I used to listen to his records all the time.
Okay, so it's about his life.
Kind of based Dr. Doggy off of that.
Yeah, fucking the signified monkey.
Yeah.
So they did that movie for Netflix. It'll be out in May, and I'm in the movie, and I'm playing opposite Eddie, and that was really wonderful because who doesn't fucking want to work with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, no, he's one of the OGs in comedy.
Bow fucking down. I don't want to hear nobody's shit. We all know he ain't had no business on Santa Monica that night. We know that. But I don't give a fuck. People make motherfucking mistakes. Like this little Jordan over there sucking Chloe's boyfriend's dick. I'm sure she didn't mean to do that. It was a lapse of judgment.
Oh, wait. Shit happens, right?
Shit happens. Fucking, that's why they call it shit.
That's right.
Shit happens. So anyway, very, very pleased to be working with him. He's a motherfucking God. He's a don.
Yeah.
He's a don. And so, I'm very, very happy about that. And also I got the special I did, all white folks. The only black person on the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I get another tattoo that says token over here because I don't give a fuck. I put me up against some white chicks and I don't give a damn. I'm not intimidated. None of that shit. I hold my own.
You fit in everywhere.
That's right. I'm a motherfucking G and I float around. I ain't got no clique.
That's right.
My clique is the world clique.
Exactly,
I got friends that wouldn't even talk to each other, but they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Of different nationalities and sexualities and all that shit.
That's right.
I'm not in anyway. So what the fuck was I talking about? Anyway, shit.
Hey, those edibles are good.
Motherfucking edibles is motherfucking boy.
Can I get a piece of that?
Yeah, I got you. You got to do the edible and then hit the vape, and then you'll be where I'm at.
Right?
Well, you know, you've been doing a lot.
Well, you know,
You've been staying busy since the show.
For a minute I was kind of laying low, but yeah, I've been.
You went through a couple of transitions and things and stuff.
Yeah, so I recently started doing a little bit of stand-up comedy myself. Yeah, so George has been giving me some pointers here and there. I'm hoping to get some pointers from you too. You guys are the OGs.
That's the truth now.
Yeah, so
I'm 30 years in the game.
Yeah, so it's always good to get advice from OGs and they've been doing it because who else better to learn from,
Well, do you want some right now?
I
can give you some.
Yeah,
let me give you one.
Yeah, that would be good to get a pointer right now.
Let me just give you one pointer right now. Do not do this for the money.
Right.
Do not do this for attention. Like, don't fuck with comedy. Everything else is watered down.
Yeah.
Try to keep comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Real comedy. The reason I do comedy, because I did it for many motherfucking years with no money.
Yeah.
I've been through everything. Every person that got a story, I got the same fucking story. Slept in the car, da-da-da, all that shit. I do comedy because I feel like I would die if I didn't do it.
That's all you. Yeah.
That's
what you know.
What the fuck I do comedy for, because, God knows, I would stab 8-10 motherfuckers a day if I didn't do comedy. If that's what keeps me sane. That's my church. That's where I get to vent and do my outlet rather than slapping hoes all goddamn day and night. I can go and talk about it on stage. Plus, I'm not trying to catch no case.
That's your therapy.
I'm not going back to jail. Goddamn it,
That's your therapy right there.
Yeah, it is.
It's real talk. Yeah, and I get it. I get that 100% because at the end of the day, I just love entertaining.
Just do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, I just go up there. I go there for 5 minutes.
And everybody needs to feel like they're having fun.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
having fun because this world is so fucked up right now. Let me tell you, people in desperate times, I have found they run to the comedy club.
Yeah,
because you want somewhere you can go. Where can I breathe? Where can I just have some drinks and relax? I'm so uptight.
Laughter's
I can't watch
the
fucking news. I can't look out the window. Bullshit everywhere. Where can I go and just have some drinks and laugh and relax and throw my head back because I need that, and that is the church of comedy.
No, that's real talk because, you look at the news and everything's depressing on there. You look outside your window and it's like you see somebody shy getting robbed or something.
This bitch threw a baby off a balcony. This motherfucker robbed an old motherfucker. This motherfucker ran out at the hair shop. This motherfucker got the jewelry. Yep. This motherfucker shot this motherfucker. This motherfucker all goddamn day.
Yeah, no, it's just really depressing and it's sad shit. But at the end of the day, people want a little bit of escape of reality.
They're gonna make me go back to watching motherfucking cartoons.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a real talk. I was just watching Cartoon Network the other day with my grandkids.
What's your favorite cartoon right now?
I really don't have a favorite cartoon right now, but I love watching all the old Tom and Jerry's. That was my favorite.
Well, all the old cartoons, rock, Tom and Jerry, Flintstones,
But the ones I do watch right now, like when I'll sit there and I watch with my grandkids, is like Paw Patrol, stuff like that.
I don't know what that is.
But Tom and Jerry is my shit.
Okay.
Or Bugs Bunny.
There's a cartoon. Excuse me, y'all. It's the popcorn. There's a cartoon that you must watch. Hi. It is called Courage the Cowardly Dog. If that ain't the funniest motherfucking shit, you feel me? Eustace and his wife, and they live in this little house, and they got this dog that ain't worth shit because he's scared of every goddamn thing. Motherfucking eye poke out, this shit hilarious. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'll shout out to you.
I gotta check it out. One of the other shows I do check out once in a while, and the reason why I started checking it out because I did voiceovers on it. It was called Squidbillies on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. When I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Was it
just a bunch of fucking squids that are hillbillies and they live underwater and they're just doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Now you tell me the person that wrote that wasn't high?
Oh, he had to be high because when I was looking at that, I was like, Yeah, somebody had to be on edibles or just high as fuck when they wrote this shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's on Cartoon Network.
I'm glad the
Adult Swim.
hillbillies ain't rising up and protesting.
Well, one of them is wearing a Confederate flag.
Oh, Lord.
He has a hat on with a Confederate flag.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, I guess you would have one if you're going to be real to the game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Now, there's another... Okay, so another one of my old school cartoons that I love was the motherfucking Jetsons.
Yeah, the Jetsons, you can't fucking go wrong with the Jetsons.
Was balling out of control. They had the robots and shit before we had anything. Rosie, remember that?
Yeah, Rosie.
Fix motherfucking drink and shit. I think she would fix Georgia Martini, didn't she?
She would fix him over Martini. They had microwaves already on there. They were talking about microwaves before we even had microwaves.
Yeah, they was balling. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was a trip.
I didn't see no ghettos in Jetson.
Right.
Where was the Jetsons?
The Jetsons were, they were like just in the skyrise, like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we didn't know no planets, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
nobody knew
something.
what city was it or nothing.
They just out there. They just out there. I stopped. Oh, I'm back. You turned me down? Oh, did I just, I am on these edibles.
I think he always fucking with you because he knows you're on edibles.
Oh, fuck you. Don't play me. Don't play me like that.
I was going to ask you too, like, how does Luenell become the original bad girl of comedy? Like, who was your influences? Who did you look up to when you started doing comedy in the beginning?
Well, I got to tell you, I did theater before I ever did stand-up comedy. You feel me? And I noticed that I used to watch a lot of I Love Lucy and a lot of Carol Burnett show. And I knew that their facial expressions was part of their comedy.
Yeah.
You can make people feel
very important with your facial expressions. Yeah.
You know that. Yeah. So I just incorporated that type of shit into my comedy, and where my mouth was bad because I have 4 brothers and I have a really, 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 really cussing stepfather who I couldn't stand, and yet I end up sounding just like this motherfucker because you can't just cuss. There's an art to everything.
Yeah.
There's a way to, I can cuss so lyrically that I could literally cuss in front of somebody I'm not supposed to cuss in front of, and by the time they figure out I done cussed, that I'm gone because they didn't get offended because it wasn't vulgar and shocking. I'm
and it sounds hilarious.
And it sounds hilarious. Some shit you just gotta say it the way it is. But the thing about it is that I'm blessed with is that I have not changed who I've ever been. I've always been a raw ass bitch, and I'm from Oakland. And it was like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. We all got that attitude. Yeah. The girls are hard. They come out of there,
Yeah, Oaktown is a crazy-ass town.
You have no idea.
If you've never been to Oakland.
Don't fuck around.
Don't fuck around in Oakland if you do go.
Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. And it's not all downtown. There's no downtown area. It ain't all that. But, I looked up to, of course, Richard. And people like Joan Rivers too, and Red Fox,
classic,
and Cosby in his storytelling and shit. So I was always off into it, and I think doing theater made me pretty fearless. I didn't have a lot of stage fright, So I was just ballsy bitch, and I told it like it is, and to be able to still have a career and continue to do that when everybody's getting all nicey and nervous and trying to be PC and shit. I'm blessed that I got the fans that I do that ride with me.
That's real talk, and and I always tell people if you go to a Luenell concert, you get ready for a show because she has no filters, and so tell it how it is. And you even do a disclaimer right in the beginning.
Filters are for pussies.
Yeah, like I remember we went to go see you one time in Ventura that you did a disclaimer in the beginning. If you don't like my shit or you can't get the fuck out.
Get out now. Save yourself.
Save yourself. Do you do that in every show?
But no. I do not. But I was out there in Ventura. They're very nervous out there, if you know what I mean. And my partners was coming up in there, and they hadn't seen that many motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So I just was like, hey, I'm just letting you know what it's finna be up in this motherfucker. So don't be like, who was doing something, bitch? I told you from the gate that we was coming out, hard like that. So But I have a lot of fun. I really, after all this time, I still enjoy what I do.
Yeah, that's good. Like, I could tell, when you're on stage, it's like, man, you can tell she's having a good time with it. She's rolling with it. Yeah.
And I enjoy making people happy because
exactly.
I've had some sad times in my life. And I like people to be happy.
Yeah, there's nothing like laughter. Laughter is good for the soul.
When you even choose a mate, you need to make sure your mate has a matching sense of humor. Because that can be such a fucking buzzkill. Especially you can have the baddest bitch in the world, and if she ain't got a sense of humor, can't take a joke, or can't make one, you in for a world of misery, motherfucker. You gotta dump that bitch and get the regular bitch down the way who's got a great personality and can cook and got good pussy.
Right? Some good head skills.
Oh, here we go with that shit again.
I remember you were talking about in one of your shows. It was about it shouldn't be no more than 10 sucks.
17 motherfucking sucks. Up and down, 17. Up and down is one suck. 17 sucks, and you ought to be fucking ready. Like, this ain't no motherfucking porn movie or some shit, motherfucker. Like,
ain't no fluff girls.
Yeah, you need a fluffer, because I'm fucking done. Maybe 25 or 30 if it's, Christmas or your birthday or something like that.
A special occasion.
Don't come at me with that bullshit. I'm not a professional. I'm just a girl. I'm just a chick, yo. I'm not, fucking sucking your fucking dick all goddamn night. You didn't even tell a bitch you did a line of cocaine before you came home, and your motherfucking dick won't get hard no matter what the fuck circus trick I pull out. So, fuck all that.
Right? Ain't no time for all that hype.
No, I can't wait to see the comments you get on this motherfucker. I'm sorry. I just got loose and I got comfortable.
No, it's all good. This is Luenell. Straight up.
Yeah. Follow me too, you guys, on Instagram at Luenell, at Luenell. I'll repeat it for you slow motherfuckers.
For all the slow people.
Luenell. Okay,
right.
And then follow me and tell your friends, and you can keep up with all the fun stuff I'm doing. Scroll back and look at my pictures. My shit is lit.
Yeah, it is
litty lit. My gram is lit, ain't it? Citric be commenting on my shit. I see you, daddy, when you be there.
And also your website is Hey Luenell, right? HeyLuenell.com.
HeyLuenell.com. HEY, because you wouldn't believe the way people spell hey. No, not hey, how you doing? Hey, I mean, not hey like horses eat. Yeah. Not H. It's only 3 motherfucking letters. Be fucking that shit. Okay, here we go. HeyLuenell.com. HeyLuenell.com. And you can go on there, you can look at clips of shit, and you can buy shit. And
you got merchandise on there, right?
I do. I got my shirts and my bags and CDs.
Yeah, those bags with all those rhinestones on it. Yeah, those are dope.
And I got my latest CD called I Only Drink at Work. That's available for download. That's available on the Spotify and all that shit and all that shit, Amazon.
I only drink at work and edibles at work, right?
Yeah. I mean, you pick your job, I picked mine.
That's right. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that though.
Not in my world.
You know what I'm saying? You're having a good time, and at the same time any kind of pain is gone.
Oh, well, for that moment that's true. And then the pain comes back. Yeah. So
what can we expect from Luenell coming up? Like, as far as any other projects besides the ones we talked about, like, is there anybody in specific that you would like to work with? Or
let me see. Yeah, I told her I got a chance to go to the SAG Awards this year, and I wasn't sitting far from somebody who I've been wanting to meet and work with, and that's Melissa McCarthy.
Nice.
Right? 2 big chicks. We need to fucking go out here and slay something.
Should be hilarious.
So I went over there and I told her that I got to take a picture with her, and I definitely want to work with her.
Yeah, she's funny too. Yeah.
Awesome. And just great, and I think I can learn a lot too, And I think I would like to, see Bruno again and make another video with Bruno.
You're gonna make Manolo jealous.
I know. Manolo need to calm the fuck down. Go have a seat, Manolo. My God, babe, it's part of my job.
Yeah, doggy.
So I'm looking forward to the residency in
That's
Vegas
tough,
once
yeah.
again. I hope that, I can slow down on the missed days and just be there consecutively every Sunday at 7 o'clock.
That's what's up.
And I'm, when I'm not in Vegas, like during the weeks of Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, I'm on the road on my Easily Annoyed comedy tour.
Yeah.
Because a bitch does get easily annoyed, so so I just named that appropriately that. And you can find out those dates on the website, that heyluenell.com website. And, just got some other movies in the can.
Yeah.
If they drop, hopefully, what's that? I Got to Hook Up Too.
Yeah.
I got a little part in that, or Master P and them, and
Oh,
all
that's
that
tight.
shit. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And also, let's take it back a little to when we worked on Lopez.
See, Poppy.
Yeah. Luenell, for those that don't know or haven't seen Lopez, you can find it on Amazon Prime season 1 and 2. And Luenell was on season 2, played Miss Wendy.
Miss Wendy.
My GED teacher, because Manolo goes back to high school and get his GED. And somehow, some way, Manolo falls in love.
He got more than that.
Manolo fell in love with Miss Wendy, aka Luenell.
It's not unfathomable. I mean, it's obvious what he was attracted to. But, all this and brains too, you feel me? But that was a great experience because I've always loved George.
Yeah.
And we had the Sandra Bullock connection in
Yeah.
common. And I think his story is an awesome one.
Yeah.
I talk shit about George on stage back in the old cheat on a bitch who gave you a kidney days. And and I got a chance to become a friend, and I told him that I had done that. And then he, of course, reached out about the show.
He thought it was hilarious.
He told me that he was going to have me on the show.
Yeah.
But people say shit all the time. Be like, but he really made it happen. And I met a crew of great motherfucking guys.
Yeah.
Remember the scene where all your friends came over to
Oh, yeah.
I knew almost all those guys already anyway. I got a big Latin connection, baby, in case y'all didn't know.
It's like, Luenell is really connected deep in the Latin community.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's right. You better tell them. Shoot.
But yeah, everybody always asks me when they're like, oh man, that's dope, man. You got to work with Luenell. And like, hey, did you guys really kiss? Well, that scene was that was a Stevie scene. Even Albert, the producer of the show, was asking, hey, did you guys really kiss?
Yeah, we kissed.
Albert's all like, hey, because that's messed up, man, because I like her, man.
Oh, baby, honey.
Albert was getting jealous over here, man.
See, that's what I'm saying about fucking with your motherfucking. Damn, y'all need to calm down.
Yeah, Latinos get, we got a real, jealous heart.
I had a Mexican boyfriend for 3 years. Tony Montana.
Shout out to Tony Montana.
Shout out to Tony Montana, my baby. And we still cool to this day.
That's good.
And he was super jealous when we first got together. And I had to say, hey. Look, I'm in this game for real. This dude's around all the time. You're going to have a fucking nervous breakdown trying to keep up with me and these motherfucking men. If you don't calm down and realize you're the guy, we're not going to be able to make it. Now, what the fuck you going to do? What you going to do? And he snapped in line real quick after that.
He said, you got to roll with the punches.
Motherfucker, I'll get the fuck to step in.
Yeah, it's that Latin blood.
You can do that.
Yeah.
But we had a wonderful time. I love my Latin boyfriends. All of them.
Yeah, doggy.
Oh, I had one name. What was his name? Victor Salcido. Mm-hmm.
That name sounds familiar.
That was,
I think that was my cousin.
I made that up.
I think that was my cousin, doggy. Like, damn it.
I wouldn't doubt that. Never know.
We got all kinds of relatives everywhere.
Mm-hmm. We do too. Black folks is, I'm from the South, from a little town.
Cousins, aunts, everywhere, right?
I have not escaped fucking a cousin. I don't fuck one. Everybody in the South does it. I mean, it's so many, it ain't nobody else to fuck.
Right?
Everybody in town related to your ass.
So you got what are you gonna do, right?
I mean, shit, I won't see you until the next family reunion. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, you got Albert died over there.
I'm gone tomorrow. Shit, who gives a fuck?
He's all, hey, can I be one of your cousins?
Oh, baby.
That's why they call him Red Rabbit. Like he's all red.
Look at him blushing like a little old hot tamale.
Woo, doggy.
Well, this is fun.
Oh man.
I hope y'all forgive me for eating popcorn.
Nah, hey, more power to you. We love
At
popcorn.
least I'm
We love
trying
you.
to be dainty with this shit, but I'm not very dainty with it. You see, I keep picking popcorn back up off the table. You know, you want to know a little known secret about me?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I have really terrible manners. For a lady, like I eat like a savage.
Ah, but there's
I
nothing
try to
wrong
be,
with
and
that.
I eat really slow. I'm always allowed some at the Thanksgiving table and shit. But I always got shit all over my boobs, and you know my area is just a mess.
Yeah.
It looks like a slaughterhouse. Even when I go to fine restaurants, I remember my mother one time, she said, "Do you eat like that when you're out in public?" And I said,
Apparently I
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
do. I do the same thing. I wear a bib though.
Listen. I've been trying to go into the bib business for many years. I've got the prototype. I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
The Luenell bib?
Bib for Lou Bibs.
Yeah.
Lou Bibs for big breasted girls.
That's tight.
They be all beautiful and shit, but you got to be wipe offable because we spill shit. That's what it's for.
When they're getting ready to go out somewhere, but they gotta have dinner first.
Yeah,
Throw that on. Hey, don't worry about shit.
Yeah, somebody help me. Any designer people out there, just stop. Let's go.
Oh man, I think
Let's get this money. Let's get this money.
I think we could find a designer that'll make that happen for you.
Well,
right?
I'm down. I've been down. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we just gotta get sizes and shit, you know. So
Oh, you're fat. Oh, yeah. You know what? You got a point. The fat neck motherfucker like me, you got a tiny neck. You can't have the tiny one on the fat neck motherfucker. Oh, that semen no long.
Or we just find a one size fits all.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, you got a little string in the back. You just stretch
You
it
done
out.
choke your motherfucking self to that. No, hell no. I ain't getting no lawsuit about somebody baby done got caught up in the goddamn string. Velcro, and more Velcro.
Right? Got people choking and shit.
Not on my product. Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Oh man, that's just comedy.
I know, right?
Yeah. So have you talked to George recently, or?
You know, we talked through Instagram
Yeah.
and text
Okay.
like that. But I have because I see you. Oh, you beat me at every fucking thing. I still ain't been to the restaurant yet. You motherfucker.
Oh man, you gotta
done
go.
been like, I know. And he told me just let him know, and you know everything's all good. And how many times you been down there? You done events in there. I hate
a few
you.
times. Yeah, no, we celebrated one of George's birthdays in there, and New Year's Eve.
Oh God!
We had some back-to-back events.
So he got his own place to get fucked up at.
Yeah, he got his little corner right there for the VIP section. So don't close it when they know he's coming in. They close it off right there, and you know, and then people try to come through and take pictures. And he'll take pictures with people and sign autographs and stuff. But he'll be there getting his party on.
Oh yeah, listen.
Eating
I
good food.
partied with Mr. Lopez. It's not. He's fucking not playing.
Right, it's hard to keep up.
That motherfucker can go, boy. And then remember, I hurt myself at his party. Remember?
Yeah, this house party.
You saved me.
Yeah, I was like, man.
I bit it running around. I wasn't even running.
You almost fell in the pool.
I was running. I was running to the band.
Oh, because they started playing my song. They started playing one of your songs. Yeah.
So I'm like,
It was by the Isley Brothers or something.
Some shit. And I fucking slipped and cracked my fucking knee on his steps around the pool that are like rock. Oh yeah, it was fucked. I ain't been the same since shit.
Damn, I was gonna ask you how it was.
Fuck, it was terrible. No, I got a scar.
So you never recouped?
No.
Oh man,
my fucking knees is shot out in that something. I could tell you stories, but y'all that would be for another show, another motherfucking show.
Yeah, doggy. Oh man. Man, this popcorn is looking really good.
That's pretty
But I'm afraid to eat it because then I start choking on shit.
Well, yeah, you would. Well, see, I'm not going to eat any more. I'm not going to eat no more of this stuff. Because I'm going to have fucking tacos. I'm going to Trejo's. Remember I told you I was going to Trejo's?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Have you been there before?
No, today's it. Today's the day.
You're going to try it today.
Today's the fucking day. I'm going to Trejo's spot. I'm going to check out shit. We got a big table in the back. About to fuck some shit up.
Yeah, doggy.
Margaritas, the whole shit. You know, I want everything. I want a taco. I want a tamale. I want an enchilada. I want a chile relleno. I want all that shit.
Yeah.
Beans and shit. And I don't give a fuck about the gas. I don't care. And I want some rice.
Yeah.
All that motherfucking shit. I want all that shit.
Well, now making it sound so sexy, man. It's like, man, I never heard Mexican food sound so sexy like that.
Mexican food is sexy. Ooh. Yeah, it's really. I love it. I used to have a couple that worked for me. With the husband was like my handyman guy, and the wife was like, help me in the house, and they used to make tamales for me every fucking Christmas. And I'm talking about I had the pork ones, the chicken ones, the beef ones, the cheese ones, and the sweet ones with the raisins and the pineapple.
Yeah.
I had all this shit for years. And then you know what happened?
What happened?
No. Oh shit. Anyway, Francine and Jacob, they had been married for a long time. She had married him. She was like fucking 17 or something like that, fucking slew of kids, and never had been with no other guys, was getting a little in a rut, getting in a little depression and shit, and somebody started paying her some motherfucking attention, and she went and got her fuck on. It was like, bye, motherfucker. And then he got depressed and drank himself into oblivion and died on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, damn. Of all days on Thanksgiving.
I was like, God damn. That was tragic.
Yeah, it was.
And now, but the bigger picture is, I don't get no more goddamn tamales at Christmas. That's the real tragedy.
That's the real tragedy.
Yeah, what the fuck? I've had some others, but they weren't like, how could you do that to me, baby?
Well, maybe we could arrange something for, maybe Albert's mom to make some tamales in.
What? You got your mom? You still got your mom? And she make the tamales? Then she go downtown and get the masa and all that stuff. Mm-hmm.
East Los.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, when the masa's coming from East Los, it's on point.
I was just talking to, who's the owner lady? What's her name?
Janet.
I was just talking to Janet. I was telling Janet that I think black folks eat more Mexican food than Mexicans do, number one. We love some of them. And then number two, I was telling her that I like my shit authentic,
Yeah.
I don't want no shade, but I don't want a Chinese person making my Mexican food at the all you can eat for $1 fucking strip mall.
Well, that's how you got Mexicans making Chinese food now.
Yeah, no, I don't want that either. I want my Chinese making Chinese food.
I want some authentic
Mexicans
shit.
making my Mexican food. I want black folks making my soul food. That's what the fuck I want. I want rednecks making my barbecue.
Yeah, right.
I want all that shit. But authentic shit is just, I also think that, and I've been all over the country, but I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to lie, I think that LA got some of the best Mexican food ever, and I've eaten in motherfucking, everywhere, El Paso and all that, and in Texas they got Tex-Mex, blah, blah, blah.
It's not the same.
I'm talking about the real Holyfield shit. This is where you can get this, you can see them making, and that's the shit that makes my dick hard.
Yeah, dog. Boing. Hey, but that's real talk though. Like I've been all over the country too, and the same thing is I've tried Mexican food from Texas. I've tried Mexican food in Albuquerque in Mexico.
All that.
And it's all right, I guess, but it's nothing like you come to LA, you're gonna get some authentic shit.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Now I'm gonna tell you, I took a trip to my first cruise. I went to Ensenada.
Yeah.
And I got on this little boat ride. I mean, a bus ride. And you ride around, and they got authentic, of course, Ensenadians or whatever.
I don't know. I'm Filipino.
I'm just looking at you, but shut up. I'm hot. Shut the fuck up. And so that's as authentic as you can get them on the side of the road. Little stands like that. But anybody got time to go to Ensenada to get that? So as close as that is. That LA, oh my God, I love Mexican food. I have, holy God, Jesus. Trejos, please be good, please be good, please be good. Please be good, please be good.
Can we get the power of prayer going here just to make sure she has a good dinner?
Father, bless that food. I'm coming, Jesus.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ. Please let her enjoy that food.
Thank you, Father, in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Luenell, I appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with us. And, I know you got a busy schedule and stuff.
Anytime, baby. Anything for you, baby.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Manolo appreciates it. Citric appreciates it. Albert appreciates it. Red Rabbit appreciates it. I think we got Blur in here somewhere.
Everybody, I appreciate it.
Janet from All Access appreciates it. Everybody. Yeah, we appreciate it for coming through. And once again, your social media?
Okay, at Luenell, LUENELL on Instagram. And my website is heyluenell.com. HEYLUENELL.com. And, slide up in my DMs.
In the DMs. It goes down in the DMs.
Bitch,
What about Facebook? You got Facebook? Facebook?
I have the first one, but I don't have the second. I'm all down with the Facebook, but Facebook. On Facebook, I'm the original Luenell. That's my fan page. The original Luenell. The original Luenell.
Because we still got a lot of people that still ain't fucking with Instagram. Old school,
people still out there on MySpace.
Yeah. We're gonna start directing everybody to MySpace now too.
Periscope and shit. I'm fucking with Periscope.
Oh man. Well, once again, Luenell, appreciate you coming through.
Thanks, guys. And
always a good time hanging with you.
Vegas.
Oh, that's right. Make sure Luenell every Sunday.
Every Sunday, but go on my website for posting the dates, and then I'll be there in Ontario, March 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th at the Ontario Improv, and it's going to be litty lit.
Oh, I already know
we got Troop is still going to be out there with me. We got the Brazilian hot dancers.
Oh, man.
They're
there.
going to be out there, and various comedians in and out. So it's going to be lit. And if you're a Pisces, stand up, come out and party with me.
Yeah, dog. We're going to be there one of the shows, right?
Okay, please.
Yeah, we're gonna come through for
Just
sure.
hit me. It's all good. Like one of them. No shit. One of them sold out already. And then I'm just telling you, it's gonna be like that.
So we're gonna hit you up so we can arrange a date.
Yes,
so we're gonna
baby.
go through for sure.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
If you
Luenell.
want them Brazilians, go come on that first night.
Oh, doggy. Yeah, Brazilian butts.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
everybody love everybody. Love, not war. Love. Peace.
Yeah, doggy. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Big Citric's podcast. Luenell, we out. Yeah, doggy.